If I told you that understanding one small word, just 2 letters, is the difference between saying I work on Mondays and I'm working this Monday, would you believe me? By the end of this video, you not only know all 7 days of the week in French, but you understand exactly how to use them like a native speaker. Bonjour, je suis Sunmoluwa. J'ai appris le français à l'âge adulte et grâce à cette langue, je peux m'installer au Canada. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. And if you are a return subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Today, we're covering something that seems basic, but trips up so many French learners, the days of the week. And we're not just memorizing a list, no. We're going to learn how to actually use these days in real sentences, understand the grammar behind them, and practice with a full story that takes you through an entire week in French. Vous êtes prêts? C'est parti! Let's start with the 7 days. I want you to repeat after me, and yes, actually say them out loud. That's how your mouth learns. Lundi. Repeat after me. Répétez après moi. Lundi. Mardi. Mardi. Now, this one's a bit tricky, like 3 syllables, but don't worry, just répétez après moi. Repeat after me. Mercredi. Mercredi. Jeudi. Jeudi. Vendredi. Vendredi. Samedi. Samedi. Dimanche. 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 Did you notice something? 6 out of the 7 end in D. Dimanche is the only one that doesn't end in D. That makes them easier to remember. And also, here's a cultural tidbit. In France, the week starts on Monday, not on Sunday. So when you look at the French calendar like this one, lundi is where? On the left, and dimanche is on the right. Now, here's the thing most textbooks don't tell you clearly. In English, we say I work on Mondays, plural with an S. In French, no plural. You say je travaille le lundi. Literally, I work the Monday. That little word le changes everything. So take a look at this chart. Do you see what happens with le? It's habitual, right? And without le, it's specific. So look at this. Je travaille le lundi. What does this mean? I work on Mondays, which means every Monday. But look at the other side. This means what? I'm working this Monday, okay? So when you say le lundi, what you actually mean is every Monday. Like it's a habit, it's a routine. But when you drop the le and just say lundi, you're talking about this coming Monday specifically. Mind blowing, right? Okay, let me give you some more examples. Je vais à la salle de sport le samedi. And this just means what? I go to the gym on Saturday. So like every Saturday, it's your routine. But take a look at the second example. Je vais à la salle de sport samedi. Do you see? This just means I'm going to the gym this Saturday. Like, of course, this is not there, but it's French. I'm going to the gym this Saturday. So this specific Saturday. So do you see the difference? This is huge for everyday conversation. Now, let's add more precision. What if you want to say last Monday or next Wednesday? So for example, if you want to say next Monday, what would you say? Lundi prochain. It's the same thing if you want to say next Tuesday. What would it be? Good, you got that. That will simply be mardi prochain. So if you want to say last Monday, lundi dernier. If you want to say this Monday, ce lundi. This Friday, ce vendredi. All right? And here are some super common phrases you hear all the time. En semaine. And this just means during the week, like Monday to Friday. You would also hear le weekend. And this just means on the weekend. Yes, they actually use the English word. You would also hear du lundi au vendredi, which is like from Monday to Friday. You could hear je travaille du lundi au vendredi, mais le weekend, je me repose. Did you understand all of that? If not, you can just pause this video and go back to remember the days of the week. There's no rush, okay? You're taking it step by step. But if you did, and now that you actually understand the grammar, let's put into practice with a real story. I'm going to tell you about Marie's week. Une semaine with Marie, or une semaine avec Marie. I'll give you 3 sentences for each day, and I want you to notice how we use the days naturally. Listen first, then we'll break it down. Lundi matin, Marie commence sa semaine de travail. Elle déteste le lundi parce qu'elle est toujours fatiguée. Mais ce lundi, elle a une réunion importante. Are you listening so far? Do you see how we use Monday in different scenarios? Now let's move on to Tuesday. Le mardi, Marie va à son cours de yoga. Mardi soir, elle appelle sa mère. c'est une tradition. Tous les mardis. All right, I'm sure you're enjoying it so far, right? Let's look at Wednesday now. Mercredi, c'est le milieu de la semaine. En France, le mercredi après-midi, les enfants n'ont pas école. Marie finit le travail de ce mercredi. Now, let's check out Thursday. Jeudi, Marie déjeune avec ses collègues. Le jeudi soir, elle fait les courses. Jeudi prochain, elle va chez le dentiste. And now, let's take a look at Friday. I think that's most people's favorite day. Vendredi, c'est le dernier jour de travail. Le vendredi soir, Marie sort avec ses amis. Ce vendredi, ils vont au cinéma. And now, let's take a look at Saturdays. Le samedi matin, Marie fait le ménage. Tous les samedis après-midi, elle va se promener dans le parc. Samedi dernier, elle a visité un musée. And finally, let's take a look at Sunday. Dimanche est le jour de repos de Marie. Le dimanche, elle prépare ce repas pour la semaine. Le dimanche, elle va rendre visite à sa grand-mère. Did you catch how the days were used? Sometimes with le for habits, sometimes without for specific days, and sometimes with prochain ou dernier for next or last. That's natural French. All right, so let's test what you've learned. I'll give you 5 sentences in English. You translate them in French. Then I'll give you the answers. Number 1, I work on Mondays. What is the answer? The answer is je travaille le lundi. Number 2, I'm working this Friday. What is the answer? The answer is je travaille vendredi ou ce vendredi. Number 3, last Saturday I went to the beach. What is the answer? The answer is samedi dernier, je suis allé à la plage. Please take a note of the extra E. If you're feminine like I am, I would say je suis allé. It's the same pronunciation. However, when you're writing, you have to be careful of the accent, okay? If you're unsure what I mean by accent, I have linked a video above here for you that details all about the French accent. You can click there to learn more. Number 4, she has dance class every Wednesday. The answer is elle a cours de danse le mercredi. And finally, next Thursday, we're going to a restaurant. What is the answer? Jeudi prochain, nous allons au restaurant. How did you do? If you got 4 or 5 correct, you're absolutely crushing it. If you got 2 or 3, that is still great. Just come back to this video and practice again. And now, before we wrap up, let me share the 3 biggest mistakes I see students make with days of the week. Mistake number 1, adding an S for plural. You can never say je travaille les lundis. No S is needed. It's always singular with le. Okay? Mistake number 2, forgetting le with the habits. Je vais au gym samedi. I'm sure you probably meant to say je vais au gym le samedi. Je vais à la salle de sport le samedi. Et finalement, mistake number 3, using un instead of le. Un lundi, that's wrong. It's le lundi. We do not use un with days. You either just use le or no article. And there you have it. You now know how to talk about the French days of the week like a native French speaker. You've got pronunciation, grammar, real examples, and you've practiced with the full story, Marie's story. If this video helped you, just understand French a little bit better, please hit that like button. It really helps more French learners find this content. And you can also share this video with anyone else who might be struggling with it. Also subscribe if you want more practical French lessons like this. I post every single week. Do you know what your homework is? Write me 1 sentence in the comment section using the day of the week. I read every single comment and I'll correct you if needed. And if you would love to learn more about the French accent, I will see you in the next video. Bonne journée!